So let's take a look at what's going on, because we know that the world is beating a path to Ontario and to Canada to find out why our children are doing so well and why our system, believe it or not, is really outperforming so many other nations at this point so handily. They're really, really interested in this. And you know, we often sit back and say, oh, would we had some of those programs that Sweden has, with 18 months of parental leave at 80% of salary, and universal access to pre-kindergarten at age 1. Would we have those? But Sweden is struggling right now in their school system, trying to figure out what we're doing right. And what I've said to them in a visit to Sweden is, you know, when we get the early learning and the childcare end of this spectrum right, and we couple it with the work we're doing with teachers and with educators in the classrooms over the next several years, our scores aren't going to go down, they're going to go up, because we're preparing these kids much better in many more sort of comprehensive ways earlier. And that's what they've been doing for so long. Toys are often the bridge between the child's inner life and the world outside themselves. And again, we know from brain research the importance of imagination, creativity, and problem solving in learning. Les jouets aident les enfants à explorer leur monde. La plupart du temps, les jouets sont amusants. Jouer, c'est amusant. Pour les enfants, l'apprentissage, c'est amusant. Nous devons nous assurer que nous retrouverons le sens d'amusement dans nos services de garde et nos salles de classe. You know, I want us to say the same thing about early childhood development and about our young learners. I don't want us looking back at some future date and saying, we could have, we should have, we didn't, and woe is me. We really need now to act. Now. Not sort of say, woe is me, I should have done this with my own child. We've got so much to do. Your career depends on these toddlers. The work you do every day, the work we assume that we're doing every day, depends on how great we are at making this happen. I want to do a little bit of a change of pace, if you don't mind. And we're going to do a little play-based learning just for a moment, if you'll play with me. We're going to clap a song. It's so much fun, because most of you do this all the time, right? So let's do this, but let's just divide the audience. I'm going to divide right down the middle, and I'm going to deal with you in a moment, and I'm going to tell you in a moment. You were the noisy ones at the beginning. I want you to close your eyes. Don't go to sleep. Okay, I'm going to show you the name of the song quickly. Here it is. Got it? Okay, I took it off. You can now open your eyes. Okay, some of you haven't opened your eyes yet. Come on. Now, the group that have been so well instructed by me are now going to clap the song. I'm going to count, and you're going to clap, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I would say it was brilliant, really, truly. I feel like a maestro up here. So, can you tell me the name of the song? They're brilliant too. Why was it so easy for you when you saw the title to clap in unison? Because you did. I heard you perfectly, and there was nobody out of sync. Everybody was on tune. Everybody, including your group over here. It was amazing. And why was it so difficult for some of you with your eyes closed and you didn't know what the song was? You had to figure it out a little bit, because you couldn't hear the song in your brain when you were getting set. You could hear the clapping, and the pattern was familiar, but that was about it. So here's really the important piece of that little exercise. Those of us in this conference who've been here over these 3 days have been shown the song of early childhood development, of early learning. We have the insider mindset now. You've got this thing playing in your brain. You're pumped. You're going back to colleagues who've not had this experience, who don't understand half of the neuroscience that you do, and you have to translate this all to them when you go back. The Geek Squad has provided you a blog that will give you lots of notes. That's good. You've taken notes yourself. That's good. But you still have to convey the message to people who don't have the song in their brain. We have to translate that for them. What we've learned here, we have to translate. Thank you so much for listening. Toddlers will save the world.